today I'll be showing you how I make a realistic tree bark. When making a tree bark, I feel there's two very important components that help make it look more realistic. The first one being its texture and the second one being the coloring, which I will always do after baking in acrylic paint. My texturing on a flat piece of clay. This allows me to better visualize what I want the texture and make any adjustments before attaching it to whatever I want the texture to be on. And in this stage, I feel it's quite important to have a reference because depending on the tree bark you're making, the texture and the coloring can be very different and varies from tree to tree. So what I did is I just went outside and took pictures of the trees. I always start my base texture by using a needle tool. Texture I have, I always start using a ball of tin foil. And I feel by using different tools to add textures, you cause the tree trunk to look more natural. It's not so uniform because using a needle tool when you texture it, it kind of looks like textured cake, but using a tin foil gives a very different impression upon the clay. And by looking at your reference, this allows you to see which parts you have maybe over textured or under textures, and you can make changes accordingly. You can really use any tools to texture your tree trunk. Sometimes I use toothbrushes, sometimes I don't. But these four tools, the needle tool, tin foil, a ball tool, and an X-Acto blade, are my most commonly used tools when I'm making a tree bark. So then, after I'm done, I'll pre-bake the clay because this hardens the clay and it allows me to add color and shading without affecting the texture I've already made. Something you can also do is go into a photo editing app and those dropper tools that allow you to pick and see what color is within a certain area. You can use that as well to figure out the different colors, different shades that are within your tree trunk. I always like to add purple as a first base. I'm not too sure why, but I feel like when the purple is mixed with the black and the brown, it gives like a deeper level of depth. And the way I like to do my coloring is first I'll start with the darkest color and I'll slowly move on to the lighter colors. I feel this allows me to control the shading a lot more because I can always add or lessen the amount of darkness or shadows by adding the lighter clays on top. And it's more difficult to do it the opposite way because it's kind of difficult to blend black into like mint green or white without making it look grey. And that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been helpful, and if you do like it, do leave a like and subscribe. And if any other suggestions on what I should make, do leave it in the comments down below. I'll see you next time.